Hello everyone, this is Delta, and this is a special episode. It's not a subscriber special or anything like that. I just thought I'd show you guys some of my previous worlds. This is probably taking in footsteps from MrOneWolfe. Did the same thing. I thought it was a pretty cool idea, and I thought, hey, what the hell? I'll show you guys some of my old worlds. Just a disclaimer: they're not the best worlds ever. As everyone's starting world probably wouldn't be the most polished thing ever. But I actually have a couple of worlds I want to show you. These are my worlds preceding or leading up to my actual Let's Play series called the Sky City. And so we'll get started. I'll just load them all in here, so the riddle of the joint. So first of all, this is World 1. This is my very first world that I ever made. I can't believe I've still had this. I'll load it up now. This world, I don't know, I put a fair bit of effort into it, and this is where I did all my learning and I found out stuff. So let's go down to the bottom so you guys can get orientated. Yeah, this is my very first world, so this is the one I loaded up Minecraft with, bought it, and explored. So I've done on the hillside. I like my hillsides, obviously. With Sky City being on the hill and whatnot. So it's up in the hill. It's all very nice and neat. I've got a track leading all the way back into my spawn point. Because back then you couldn't reset your spawn and whatnot. I'm not even sure you had. I can't remember if I had beds this time. I think I have beds. They may have just been introduced for this patch, but yeah. So you walk upstairs. I've got, like I said, the spawn point age over there, and I've got a railway track. This is before powered track as well and everything like that. So I just had a straight track, and it kind of went along for most of the way and kind of stopped. So yeah, it goes all the way back into my spawn point where my initial dig out was, or my hole in the wall was. And it's very basic. I don't think I've got much resources in any of my bases really, because I didn't do much exploring. But I mucked around with simple redstone, not simple wiring and pressure plates and whatnot. I was in the phase of having all my doors open automatically, as it seems. Chests are a bit all screwed up because of the lighting. We've got some nice resources. I haven't touched these walls for months, so I wouldn't have a clue. These is probably even. This is ages ago. This is I don't know actually, but yeah, this is my mine shaft and it goes down for a while. And yeah. So living upstairs, this is probably really unstructured and really unorganized, but my house is literally all over the joint, so I wouldn't have a clue. Nice food supply. This is before stackable, obviously. Yeah, I got beds here, so that was put it in. I don't think it was straight away. It's a nice biome. It's nice and snowy. It's actually pretty cool. For some reason I don't get snow on. I didn't get snow coming down. Maybe it was before. I can't remember. But like, yeah, I didn't get snow coming down here. Never. And on my my pad over there, didn't get snow. This is my animal farming pad because I actually made a correlation. I didn't watch any other videos really. I made a correlation that animals spawned near torches. So it was like, oh my god, this is good news to me. So what I did is made a massive pad because I used to have a tree farm up here. Still do kind of. And I saw all those animals were spawning there for no reason. I'm like, why are they spawning there? So I made the correlation and I made a massive pad where I put torches down, having so much fun with the animals and whatnot. And yeah, a ladder down. I've got a water chute. It's pretty cool. Tree farm, yeah, that's pretty cool as well. Like I said, I didn't watch many videos at all, so most of the stuff's learning for myself and whatnot. I've got a bunch of trees just to cut. I am so lazy with trees, I just leave them there and whatnot, and just grow on top of it like that. I was like mucking around with these dual doors, and obviously you can see it didn't work so well. As it turns out, the redstone wiring the wiring for it doesn't work so well. Not redstone, because I'm not really using redstone. But yeah, you obviously do need to use redstone to make it work properly, because when you have double doors and you open both at the same time, it doesn't actually work correctly. This is my loot place where I've got all my nice treasures and stuff. I'm surprised I got 15 diamonds, to be honest. This is my starting world. But yeah, it's really rough and all over the joint world. first world, so not too much in depth. As you can see, this actually took me a while to build, and I had plans to do kind of like a roller coaster or like a thing going around the bottom and whatnot, and it was all pretty cool and all. But with new things coming out, I made a new world and whatnot, so we should go to that now. But yeah, this is pretty much the whole entire world. Like it wasn't really much in it. It was much more friendly when the animals actually spawned, but I don't know where the animals are, to be honest. So that's it for this world. We'll show you my next world. This is this world here. If I can save and quit. My world. This was before my kingdom. My kingdom was my next world. I'm pretty sure. My kingdom was This is all MC edited and in-dev edited. This is just for mucking around this world. My every other world is all legit. Every single other world is all legit. So yeah, this is just my mucking around world, and it's nice and pretty with all like the wool. Imagine collecting all this wool. I'll give you some more orientation. It's probably really weird from what you can see right now, but what we are in is a massive castle, and it's most of it's MC edited. I actually did a fair bit of actually building it myself. And then I realized I found out, or I learned about MC edit and whatnot. But yeah, massive build. Yeah, this is, like I said, purely mucking around world. I didn't intend for this to be really anything popular. But yeah, no, it's massive. It's going in the theme of this V for Vendetta, the northern fires. Look, got a nice big tree. Got all my lovely chests and whatnot full of goodies, all edited in or inventory edited. And then you saw that's my kind of my home base. I was gonna have like a stable and all mocked up like a proper kingdom and whatnot. And it was all pretty cool and fancy and all. And this goes down to my what's it called? My mine system. This is when power tracks came out. I think that was a later edit. This was, I think, my edits. I did some edits after my next world that I'm about to show you. So I have another world that I'm going to show you, which is my final world before I started mucking around with Sky City and whatnot. So I've got my kind of booth in here. You've got a railway track, and you kind of like it's kind of concession booth, and you walk in, and you put the track down. And it's all color coded for different sections of the place and whatnot. So it was an idea just to muck around with and have fun. Wasn't really made, like I said, in all seriousness, wasn't really made for a decent world and whatnot. It's just by being edited in and whatnot. So nice and gold. So that's pretty much the basic world as is, and I didn't really do too much more because it took the fun away by inventory editing everything in. So I kind of left it like that. Now my last and final world, which is my world. Nice naming, I've got it going on. This is just one. This is one just before Sky City. What the hell happened here? Oh, that's right. My game crashed just before I came in here. So you've got like these blocks here that are invisible. Funny story about that. Anyway, my game crashed when I was testing out this world just before I made this video. And my game completely just crashed. But anyway, this is my our next world, and it's got a pretty cool tree farm underneath. I made my tree farm, and I kind of built my house around it, having this kind of deck that kind of goes out. It's kind of like a modern look to the house. It looks pretty cool, and I quite liked it. The water coming down off the roof and going into like a path, and it was actually really fun to build. Then I've got all my test setups for my pistons and my reed farms and whatnot that I mucked around with. It was all pretty cool actually. I actually like this world quite a lot. So if I can get this working, if this crashes, we will start the recording back where we were, but it's kind of annoying if it does. Yeah, but pretty much what this was a alternating piston thing. So when that piston it would detect a block, and it would kind of like circle around in a ring. It was all pretty cool. Like it would keep you like continuously going in a loop. Like the blocks would move around, and it was alternating between sandstone and cobblestone. So now we have these invisible blocks that now I'm stuck in my game. I don't know how to get rid of them. Just because they crashed before. I think it was something to do with 1.9 when I loaded them in. But enough rambling. We will get, it's raining even. We'll get to the inside. This is nice and big. I didn't know what to do with this floor, like, because I didn't want to put any rooms down there because it would actually go on top of the glass and it would interfere with my tree farm, and I don't know, I was in a pickle, so I kind of just left it blank. It's like this massive deck, it's leading out my reed farm. That's when I started working on reed and whatnot. I didn't actually use any of the reed, I just had it there for looks, really. This is my chest room and whatnot. This is pretty cool, and this is all legit as well. So back in the day, that's all my mob drops. I used to sometimes just leave it there while I was like, okay, not the best thing. Like Etho says, if you're just gonna do that, you might as well embed things in. But it was much more fun to actually accomplish a mob spawner and whatnot, and actually have a system that works fine. So as my mob spawner, I'd kind of go in here and do that and do stuff, and it was just a basic one. Same as Sizzler, same as the one Etho has on. And I had these little rooms and compartments everywhere, and like downstairs apartments, and had like, because this pretty much was a cave system. I just put my house on top of, so you've got my inside reed farm and whatnot, and it was all pretty cool. I had all this wheat even though I didn't really use it. And that's pretty much it. I've got a similar, a little basic upstairs area. Like I said, I didn't have much depth, I didn't have much detail, like I didn't like put furniture down or didn't make it look like it was like a hotel or anything cool. I just really made the structure, and then I kind of moved on, and then that's really where I'm at with Sofa Bros right now on the actual, with my world tour and whatnot, with my Let's Play. Most of my rooms are like, my Sky City have all been like built, most good of detail. I'm not really good at the fine details, putting furniture and whatnot around and stuff like that. So this is a pretty cool area and nice view, lights up quite well. I should try it with my new glass texture and see how that looks. And yeah, these all lead to cave systems and whatnot that have been like found, and those are pretty cool. So this is actually a fair bit of work. As you can see, a lot of wood and a lot of glass. That took me a while to do. This is a solid effort, just me like slogging it out a couple of days, and then I decided that the fact I didn't like this massive deck area just because I couldn't do anything with it. It looks cool, but I just couldn't do anything with it, so I ended up moving on. I thought how cool it would be to have it in the sky, and that's where my Sky Cities came out of. So this has just been a quick look into my previous worlds. Hope you guys did enjoy it. It's kind of a weird thing to do. I thought it was actually really cool to show you guys what I did before. My Sky City on Let's Play on my Sofa Bros channel. So I thought, yeah, why not? Thanks for the idea from MrOneWolfe. I'll check out. I'll link his channel in the description. It's also on my channel as well for recommended channels. Anyway, this will be it for the special episode. I'll talk to you guys later, and that's it for now. Goodbye.